So I went to Jimmy Butler's introductory press conference, and I was pretty stunned because he said that you're not shy to yap out on the court. And I didn't picture you as a guy who's going to be out there talking a lot. Did you feel like you had to, because it seems like that's been like the theme? Everybody on this team talks, or is that something you've always brought to your game?
Yeah, I've never been shy about letting people know, particularly when I make shots. But yeah, I mean, Jimmy certainly brings it out of people as well. So, once he started going, then it was just like instinct for me to do the same.
So, are you pump yourself up talk guy, or do you trash talk?
It's a combination of both, man. It's honestly whatever is in the moment. Sometimes it's calculated, sometimes it's just kind of running with it. Sometimes I'll say stuff and I'll be like, "Damn, did I really just say that?" But it happens. Just kind of just go with the flow type of thing.
So, like, do you ever feel bad about some of the things you say? What's the
worst
thing you don't tell me the opponent.
I was about to say
worst thing you've ever said.
Nah. I can't air that out, man. I can't air that out.
I can bleep it out.
No, we're good.
Don't ever feel bad.
We're good.
Huge praise from your coach, man. He called you one of the best shooters on the planet. What does that kind of compliment mean to you coming from Erik Spoelstra?
It means a lot. Somebody who's seen a lot of basketball in his life and really knows the game, to instill that type of confidence in me is big. But that's also a confidence I have in myself. I truly believe that as well. So I just try to come in here and prove it every single day.
Yeah.
Practice games. It's got to be like a relentless mindset. So I'm still adjusting and getting more and more confident at this level, and there are going to be struggles from time to time and just an adjustment period, but I truly believe that as well.
When you're going through a type, because we saw kind of the ebbs and flows of the second preseason game, like where you're clanking them and then you were like nonstop raining it, and then this past game it felt like every single one was rimming in and out. Does it feel like that close? Do they all feel good? What's the difference from like you feeling hot to you just missing?
Yeah, I've definitely been a little bit frustrated with my shooting so far, but at the same time, like I said, I have a lot of confidence in myself, and a lot of the times it's more so just about how they feel coming off the hand than whether or not they go in. And truth be told, man, they're all feeling great. So,
yeah.
I feel like I'm right there on just getting more and more comfortable. And basketball's a game of inches, so particularly shooting. So sometimes the difference between make and miss is so thin. So I feel like eventually here the floodgates are going to open.
Aside from body, what was the thing that you wanted to get best at the most this offseason?
Defense for sure, and that ties into the body component. Just being more comfortable on that end, a little bit more physical, be able to bump through screens and kind of assert my will a little bit on that end, and just get more comfortable like schematically on that end too, understanding what we're trying to do.
So, can you give us like a taste of like the best way you could describe like the difference between G League to NBA, like physically, as far as just people muscling around? Is that like a big difference? Is it speed?
Yeah, I mean the speed definitely. I would say the biggest difference is in the paint. G League, you might get a 6'8", 6'9" big man. In the NBA, there's guys that are getting paid to protect the rim, and just the size. Everything. So much more of the game is played above the rim. Not to say it doesn't happen in the G League, but just the size when you get into the paint is noticeable in the NBA.
What's the atmosphere been like around the team? Jimmy Butler's here. That's obviously ups the star power and the profile of the squad, but it feels like everybody just, it feels like there's a different energy around the building this year.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of excitement and competitiveness amongst us, and I think we're a pretty close group. Guys that really like to push each other, and a group full of workers. So, obviously Jimmy's brought a lot of that, but I think we had some of that beforehand too. So, we're just going to continue to grow as a group, and it's never going to be a lack of effort with us. That's for sure.
There's been a lot of hype this week around the rookie Tyler Hero, lighting it up. What have been your impressions of him?
Man, I'm continually impressed by him. Just his composure. Talk about a kid wise beyond his years. Obviously, his skill level is high. He can shoot it. I think one thing that's surprised a lot of people is that his ability to do more than just that. Get in the paint, create for others, and he's competing on the defensive end. So he's been great, and I expect him only to get better.
I heard that like he's different off the court, because it feels like I've heard on the court, and he's even told me this, that he is a trash talker. He loves talking the trash, but it seems like you can't get 2 words out of him off the court. Is that in front of the media? Is he different like with you guys?
Nah, he's a little quiet. He's like anybody. It takes a little time to warm up too, but he's a great kid for sure. So it's great to have him around.
Don, we're looking forward to this year, man. Appreciate it. Look good. Best of luck. I know you put a lot of work into this year, and we're looking forward to watching it.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate it.